We here at Indian Folk Today visited Buderi Pillavakam, which is, it's a small village where a lot of, weaving families are weaving Kanjeevaram sarees. So when you talk about Kanjeevaram, to understand the history a little more better, so Kanchi or Kanchipuram is a small village in the Tondai Mandalam region, which is situated like around 72 kilometers from Chennai. The city has like rich culture, and it has the people in the village have immense cultural and emotional attachment towards Kanchipuram sarees and the history of the entire city. So the city has been mentioned. This entire Kanchipuram concept and the Kanchipuram sarees have been mentioned in stories of Mahabharata, and there is a presence of these sarees seen in Chola and Pallava kingdom, during their reigns. So it's actually a temple town which houses around 108 Vishnu temples, which attracts a lot of tourists as well. And the most speciality of this particular place is their sarees, the Kanjeevaram sarees, which are nothing but the silk sarees that they're hand woven, and each and every individual of a particular weaving family, they put in their own individual efforts and time to weave these sarees and to make it one full entire 6-yard saree. So the silk industry is currently booming right now, and it's worth around 100 crores. So the Kanjeevaram, like I was mentioning, it is very famous, and the entire process of making that sari itself is a lengthy process. Some saris are specialized in Kanjeevaram. There are a lot of scattered weaving communities in and around Kanjeevaram, in a lot of small towns and villages, where these communities as an entire family come together and weave these Kanjeevaram saris, which is then given to the main shopkeepers who sell them. So the entire family come together and they take immense pleasure and joy in making each and every sari. So today we visited Buderi Pillavakam, where we're going to take you through the entire process of making one Kanjeevaram sarees. What is the thread that goes into making the sari, and how long it takes to a sari. We have in detail and a really beautiful insight to the entire process of how one Kanjeevaram sari is made. So as we can see here, this is the pure silk that is going to be put into this and rolled into these rolls, and from here these are going to be made into tara. These are the threads that they're going to going to go into the Kanjeevaram sari, and these taras will go into something called the filling yarn. As in Tamil it's called the nada. So these nadas are spun alternatively with the pure gold and silver threads that has already been spun into this. So the nadas and the nadas are going to be spun alternatively in the machine along with the base of the sari. So this is the most initial process of producing the final Kanjeevaram sari. So this is where the actual threads come in that form, through which with the help of this machine, they actually roll these threads, which actually goes into the loom, and this is the final product of how the thread looks. The thread is called tar. And this machine, long ago, Gandhiji used to use it as to weave. So he used to make it like it was a handmade machine. So now this is just a motorized version of it. As you can see, now this is how the thread is rolled into to producing this. So these are the final things that go into the loom machine, where this becomes the thread, where it goes. It's in a circular motion, which becomes the thread for the Kanjeevaram sari. Nice. So now we'll move on to the workshop, where we can actually see the entire process and how these threads are weaved accordingly with the design, where we can clearly distinguish and understand the entire process of making one Kanjeevaram sari. So as we can see here, these are the starch thread that forms the base of the sari, and these starch thread are pulled into the jacquard putty on top, where you can see these is very clear design boards, or it's also called as design atte, where this design is going to be punched into the starch threads, and these starch threads are just form, and the design gets imprinted on them, and then it's going to come down where the further weaving is done with the gold and the tara that we previously saw. Okay, so now I previously told about how the design gets punched in. So now the design is going to be punched in, and the base of the sari, that is the starch thread, are going to be formed here accordingly with the design that is required. And so now the starch thread forms, it's the vertical base. And here, as we can see, this is the filling yarn that I previously spoke about. So the filling yarn consists of two different things. That is, one consists of pure silk thread, and the other one has gold, which is called the jerry. So the gold and the silk is spun alternatively, so in the whichever design that is already required. So here we can see that there's one spin of the gold, and the other one comes back with silk. So this entire process will include like a very detailed weaving of gold and silk together. So now we can see here that the sari has been removed from the entire sari has been weaved, and it's removed from the machine. So he is tying the ends of the sari, which is actually the design of the sari. This is called the sunga, where he ties it in a particular manner where it actually looks very pretty, and it's actually the design of the sari. So we can later see how when they remove the sari, you can see how this is the sergu part, where the ends of the sergu are tied like this, and it's called the sunga. So we can if we focus our shot here, we can see how he's tying it. So now we have here, as we can see, this is the final process of folding the sari, and which goes into the direct boxes, which is later sold. So this is a weaved sari, and that's how they've taken it out now. So they're going to fold it using these things, so we can accordingly see how they fold it. So he's saying this is the blouse, which is going to be cut from here and then later given for further stitching. And this is where the fine tuning, if there's any little thread that is out, they're going to fine tune and cut that and check for any other further damages, or if there is any other.